Hello, this is Dr. Hasselberry, Professor of Media Production Communication at MACU, the Communication Advisor, and your course instructor this fall semester for COM 2803, Multimedia Storytelling, as well as COM 4123, Media Production Techniques. And so, once again, this is an announcement designed for both classes. The information is relevant to both classes. In a previous announcement, I talked about the fluid invitation for students to be able to join us when we have guest speakers or maybe field trips. And that's an important announcement to keep in mind. In this announcement, I want to talk about a different opportunity that we want to highlight and stress, and that is the Communication and Media Club, or CMC for short. I can say in advance that some of our activities may intersect with the CMC organization this very semester. And so you're going to have a chance to be involved at a very nominal or limited level. However, we want to encourage you to have a more active role. Let me say this about the Communication Media Club. It is a student organization on campus. That means, like all student organizations, they are intended to be student governed. Well, in order to be student governed, you need student officers. You need natural student leadership as a part of that. Now, we're fortunate so far. We do have a couple of leaders in place, and we have room for some others as well. And we want you to consider maybe any type of role you could play that could be as small as simply attending. Pretty flexible membership opportunities. And just as a heads up, we have a goal in mind that when we hold meetings, just like maybe the guests coming in, we may alternate between a Monday versus a Wednesday. All right. And so what I mean by that is our goal is that if we need to hold the monthly meeting, we're going to roll that right into the end of class on one of those days, probably on a Monday, given that I think on a lot of Wednesdays in the early half of the semester, students are going to be in groups, they're going to be all over campus or elsewhere, like putting together media packages, kind of working on some field exercises. And so that second hour makes it trickier to then come back in for a meeting and kind of, have that in mind. So it's possible that the first couple of meetings are going to land on Mondays. Well, let's talk about agenda. So our goal is we may roll it into the end of class to kind of help create a buffer zone. We encourage you to at least sit in on one. And in fact, I can incentivize maybe as a little extra credit opportunity if you can join us for one meeting, and we'll go from there and see what the rest looks like. But within this organization, one, that's resume builder. Being a part of clubs and organizations is one of the fantastic things to take advantage of in college. Guess what? If you skipped college and you have there are many opportunities to do that. That's okay, by the way. People go right into career fields all the time, or there's career tech or, specialty training. So many ways to gain credentialing into your professional careers, but you're here as part of the collegiate experience. And that's a really valuable experience that means something. And if it means something, you might as well maximize it. And maximizing it, on one hand, means getting involved in student organizations. And why not get involved in a student organization that's pointing in the direction of the area you're studying, that you may have some natural interests in, or maybe even passions for. So it makes only logical sense to join the Communication Media Club on campus. And also, you have a chance to define what its agenda looks like by being an active participant. What kinds of things do we want to accomplish? There's also funds that you can seek as an organization to help supply things for events, and those funds vary from year to year, but it's something rather than nothing. There's also great community that you can forge. It's an easier way to get to know your peers, so that we're always going to come to a crossroads with maybe questions or concerns, or sometimes we just need a little peer feedback or support to kind of work through. Maybe it's a problem, maybe it's an assignment, maybe it's a study habit, maybe it's a flat tire. And the better you can get to know others, the more you can help solidify why in the world you're here, one, in college, but two, why the college experience is worth far more than people give it credit. So let this community mean something for you by being a part of it. So I encourage you to join the CMC Club. And there's going to be lots of roles, also some service labor that can feed into it. And this is going to tie into third key announcement that's on deck. So keep scrolling down and watching these videos. I appreciate your patience working through them. But I have a third key announcement, and it ties into CMC Club. It ties into potential extra credit opportunities. And then it also ties into ways you can help shape your acceleration, your advancement as a young professional, as someone that understands what it means to study media or communication. And I'm going to talk about that next in our third key video announcement.